One of the greatest pieces of advice I ever received in my early years was this: work harder on yourself than you do on your job. At first, I didn't quite understand it. It seemed contradictory. After all, isn't working hard at your job the key to success? Isn't putting in long hours, meeting deadlines, and impressing the boss what gets you ahead? That's what I thought, but over time I realized something profound. Your job is temporary, but you are permanent. Your income is a reflection of your value, not your hours. Let me explain. The difference between working on your job and working on yourself. See, working on your job means showing up every day, completing your tasks, and doing what's expected of you. And sure, that's important. You have to be responsible, you have to perform well, and you have to meet expectations. But here's the problem. If that's all you do, you'll never rise above average. You'll always be at the mercy of external forces. Working on yourself, however, is different. It means developing skills that make you more valuable. It means expanding your mind, sharpening your abilities, and becoming the kind of person who can create opportunity rather than wait for it. It's the difference between simply earning a living and designing a life. Now let's break this down even further. Why most people stay stuck. Most people spend their entire lives working harder on their job than they do on themselves. They wake up, go to work, come home, watch TV, and repeat the cycle. They don't read, they don't learn new skills, and they don't invest in their own growth. And then they wonder why they feel stuck. They wonder why they're not getting ahead. They blame the economy, their boss, their circumstances. But the truth is, if you don't change, nothing changes. Think of it this way. If you're making $50,000 a year right now, why aren't you making $500,000? Is it because you're unlucky? Is it because your boss is unfair? No. It's because the marketplace is paying you exactly what you're worth at this moment in time. And here's the key. If you want more, you must become more. How to work on yourself daily. Now you might be thinking, all right, I get it, but how do I actually work harder on myself than I do on my job? Great question. It comes down to a few simple daily habits that when practiced consistently will transform your life 0.1%. Read every single day. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be is in the books you haven't read yet. Jim Rohn used to say, miss a meal if you have to, but never miss a book. Because one idea from a book can change your entire future. Make it a habit to read at least 30 minutes a day, and not just any reading. Read books on leadership, finance, communication, mindset, and personal development. The more knowledge you acquire, the more valuable you become. 0.2. Invest in skills that pay dividends. There are certain skills that will make you irreplaceable, no matter what industry you're in. Public speaking, sales, negotiation, leadership. These skills are what separate the top 1% from the rest. Find a way to improve your skills every day. Take courses, attend seminars, practice. Because when you develop high-income skills, you will never have to worry about money again. 0.3. Build a strong mindset. Your success is 80% psychology and 20% mechanics. Most people lose not because they lack skills, but because they lack mental toughness. They give up too soon, they get discouraged, they let fear control them. If you want to succeed, you must condition your mind daily. Affirmations, visualizations, surrounding yourself with winners. These small habits compound over time and make you unstoppable. Some of the art of communication. No matter how smart you are, if you can't communicate effectively, your value is limited. The best opportunities go to those who know how to speak, persuade, and connect with people. Practice speaking with confidence, improve your writing, learn how to listen deeply, because in the end, your ability to communicate determines how far you go in life. 0.5x. Expand your network. Your network determines your net worth. The people you spend the most time with influence your mindset, habits, and level of success. If you're surrounded by complainers, guess what? You'll become one too. If you're surrounded by action takers, leaders, and visionaries, you'll rise to their level. Be intentional about who you spend time with. Find mentors, join mastermind groups, and build relationships with people who challenge you to grow. 0.6. Take care of your health and energy. Success isn't just about money. It's about having the energy and vitality to enjoy life. If you neglect your health, it doesn't matter how much money you make. Exercise, eat well, and get enough sleep. Because when you have high energy, you perform better, think clearer, and achieve more. 7. Keep a growth mindset. The most successful people in the world never stop learning. They don't think they know it all. They stay humble, they stay curious, and they're always looking for ways to improve. Adopt this mindset. View every challenge as an opportunity to grow. Seek feedback, embrace failure as a lesson, and always strive to be better than you were yesterday. The reward of working on yourself. So why does all this matter? Because when you work harder on yourself than you do on your job, something incredible happens. You stop waiting for promotions. You create them. You stop relying on the economy. You make your own economy. You stop hoping for success. You become the kind of person who attracts success. And the best part? No one can take that away from you. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Everyone has goals. Some want to make more money, some want to get in better shape, some want to build a successful business, and others want to improve their relationships. But if goals were enough, everyone would be successful. If setting a goal was all it took, then everyone would be fit, wealthy, and happy. But that's not how it works, is it? The truth is, goals are just a starting point. They're like a destination on a map. You know where you want to go, but you still have to travel the road to get there. And the road, that's discipline. Discipline is the bridge that takes you from where you are to where you want to be. It's the daily work, the consistent effort, and the small habits that stack up over time. Most people get stuck because they have the goal, but they don't build the bridge. They get excited about an idea, but when the hard work kicks in, they quit. They want the reward without the effort, the success without the struggle. But life doesn't work that way. The difference between motivation and discipline. Motivation is great, but it's temporary. Motivation is the spark, but discipline is the fire that keeps burning. See, motivation is easy to find. It's that rush of energy you get after watching an inspiring video, reading a great book, or hearing an incredible speech. In that moment, you feel like you can take on the world. But what happens the next morning when you don't feel like waking up early? What happens when it's cold outside and you don't feel like going to the gym? What happens when business is slow and you don't feel like making those extra sales calls? That's where most people fail. They wait until they feel like taking action. But discipline doesn't care how you feel. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. If you only work hard when you're motivated, you'll never be consistent. And if you're not consistent, you'll never see results. How discipline separates the winners from the losers. The people who accomplish great things in life aren't necessarily the smartest, the strongest, or the luckiest. They're simply the ones who showed up every single day, whether they felt like it or not. The greatest athletes don't train when it's convenient. They train because it's necessary. The most successful entrepreneurs don't work when they're in the mood. They work because their vision demands it. Discipline is what separates the dreamers from the doers. Think about it. How many people do you know who talk about what they want to do? They have big plans, big dreams, but year after year, nothing changes. Why? Because without discipline, a goal is just a wish. Small disciplines lead to big results. A lot of people think discipline is about making huge sacrifices, but real discipline isn't about taking giant leaps. It's about making small, consistent choices every day. Waking up 30 minutes earlier to read a book instead of scrolling through your phone. Choosing water instead of soda at lunch. Making one extra sales call at the end of the day when you don't feel like it. Spending 15 minutes practicing a skill instead of watching TV. At first, these small actions don't seem like much, but over time, they compound. Discipline isn't about one big moment of effort. It's about doing the right thing over and over again until it becomes second nature. Most people underestimate the power of small daily disciplines. They think success comes from some major breakthrough, but the truth is, success is the result of small habits repeated daily over time. The pain of discipline. Now, let's be honest, discipline isn't easy. Waking up early when you'd rather sleep in is hard. Saying no to junk food when it's right in front of you is hard. Pushing yourself to work on your goals when no one is watching is hard. But let me ask you this, which pain do you want? The pain of discipline or the pain of regret? Because you're going to experience pain either way. The pain of discipline is temporary. It's the price you pay for success. But the pain of regret, that pain lasts a lifetime. There's nothing worse than looking back and realizing you could have achieved your goals, but you didn't put in the effort. That you could have built the business, lost the weight, improved your skills, but you let excuses get in the way. Discipline might be uncomfortable in the moment, but it gives you something invaluable: freedom. The freedom to live on your terms. The freedom to be proud of yourself. The freedom to achieve the things most people only dream about. And that's why discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Because without it, success is just an illusion. One of the greatest lessons I ever learned was simple, yet life-changing. Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. At first, I didn't fully grasp its meaning. Like most people, I used to think that if life were just a little easier, if circumstances were a little better, if the economy improved, if my job paid more, or if I had more opportunities, then everything would fall into place. But that's the wrong way to think. The truth is, life will never get easier. Business will never get easier. Relationships will never get easier. The challenges will always be there. The competition will always exist. The obstacles will never disappear. And if you sit around waiting for things to get easier, you'll be waiting forever. What you can do, though, is get better. You can develop more skills. You can become stronger. You can sharpen your mind. You can improve your discipline. You can become more valuable, because when you become better, you don't need life to be easier. You'll rise to meet any challenge. The wrong mentality, hoping for an easy life. Most people spend their entire lives hoping things will get easier. They pray for a promotion but never improve their skills. They wish for better relationships but never work on their communication. They hope for financial success but never take control of their spending and investing. They want the rewards, but they don't want to change themselves. They believe that if circumstances change, their life will change. But that's not how it works. The outside world isn't going to adjust to make things easier for you. It never has and it never will. Instead of wishing for fewer problems, develop the mindset to handle bigger ones. Instead of hoping for less pressure, become the kind of person who thrives under pressure. Instead of complaining about your struggles, focus on becoming the kind of person who can overcome them. The marketplace pays for value, not complaints. The marketplace doesn't pay for excuses. It doesn't pay for complaints. It doesn't reward people who sit around and wait for things to change. The marketplace rewards value. And the only way to increase your value is to become better. Think of it this way. If you're making $50,000 a year right now, why aren't you making $500,000? Is it because life isn't fair? Is it because your boss is holding you back? Is it because of the economy? No, it's because the marketplace is currently valuing you at $50,000. But here's the good news. If you increase your skills, if you become more disciplined, if you provide more value, your income will rise. Not because life got easier, but because you got better. Success is never about luck. It's about preparation meeting opportunity. And preparation comes from constantly improving yourself, how to get better every day. So if wishing for an easier life isn't the answer, what should you do instead? You should wake up every day and work on getting better. Here's how. 1. Develop new skills. Your success will never exceed your skill set. If you want to increase your value in the marketplace, you need to master new skills. If you're in sales, learn how to negotiate better. If you're an entrepreneur, master marketing, leadership, and communication. If you're in any profession, develop problem-solving skills that make you indispensable. The more skills you acquire, the less you'll have to depend on external factors to change. You'll be able to adapt, evolve, and thrive. no matter what happens. 0.2, increase your mental toughness. Most people break under pressure. They give up when things get tough. But if you want to achieve great things, you must train yourself to be mentally tough. Learn to embrace challenges instead of avoiding them. Condition yourself to stay calm under stress. Develop the habit of pushing through discomfort. Because here's the truth. Weak people wish for easy lives. Strong people prepare for difficult ones. 0.3, take full responsibility for everything. Nothing will change in your life until you take full responsibility for where you are. No blaming the government, no blaming your boss, no blaming your upbringing, no blaming the economy. Where you are right now is a direct result of the choices you've made. And that's a good thing, because if your choices got you here, then new choices can take you somewhere better. The moment you stop making excuses and start taking ownership of your future, everything changes. 4, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Your job is important, but your personal growth is more important, because if you grow, everything around you grows. Read books, study successful people, learn every day, practice discipline, stay consistent, invest in yourself, attend seminars, take courses. The more you grow, the more valuable you become, and when you're more valuable, you don't need life to be easier. You create your own opportunities. Surround yourself with winners. You can't become better if you're constantly surrounded by people who complain. You can't develop discipline if you spend time with people who make excuses. Hack around. Who do you spend the most time with? Are they challenging you to grow, or are they keeping you stuck? If you want to become better, you need to be around people who are already where you want to be. Find mentors, join mastermind groups, learn from those who have already achieved success, because success leaves clues. And if you study successful people, you'll notice a pattern. They never wish life were easier, they just keep getting better. One of the most powerful realizations in life is this: for things to change, you have to change. It sounds simple, but most people never truly understand it. A change is inevitable. You have to change. It sounds simple, but most people never truly understand it. They want their circumstances to change, their income to change, their relationships to change, their level of success to change, yet they refuse to change themselves. They sit around waiting, hoping that something outside of them will magically make their life better. They hope the economy improves. They hope their boss gives them a raise. They hope they meet the right person. They hope success just lands in their lap. But that's not how life works. Nothing in your life will improve until you improve. Your income won't grow until you develop the skills and mindset that attract higher earnings. Your relationships won't get better until you become the kind of person who can maintain strong connections. Your health won't improve until you develop the discipline to take care of yourself. If you want different results, you must become a different person, because the version of you that exists today has created the life you have right now. If you want a better life, you must become better. The illusion of external change. Most people make the mistake of thinking that external factors determine their success. They believe that if their circumstances were different, they would be more successful. If only they had a better job, if only they were born into a wealthier family, if only they had better luck, then everything would fall into place. But external changes don't create lasting success. You can get a better job, but if you don't improve your skills and work ethic, you'll stay stuck at the same level. You can win the lottery, but if you don't learn financial discipline, you'll lose it all. You can meet a great partner, but if you don't develop emotional intelligence, the relationship won't last. Success doesn't come from luck, inheritance, or random circumstances. Success comes from who you become. You are the common denominator. No matter where you go, no matter what job you take, no matter what situation you find yourself in, you bring yourself with you. Your habits, your mindset, your level of discipline, your skills, your work ethic, they all follow you wherever you go. If you don't change, nothing changes. You can switch jobs, but if you still have the same work habits, you'll have the same struggles. You can move to a new city, but if you still have the same mindset, your life won't improve. You can start a new business, but if you still lack discipline, it won't succeed. The world doesn't adjust to fit you. You must adjust to fit the world. The power of personal growth. The most successful people in the world understand one key principle. Your level of success will never exceed your level of personal growth. If you want more, you must become more. This is why personal development is so important. If you want to earn more money, you must develop the skills and mindset that attract higher earnings. If you want better relationships, you must become the kind of person who attracts and maintains great relationships. If you want to be healthier, you must develop the habits of healthy people. Everything you want is already available. You just have to grow into the person who can handle it. How to change yourself to change your life. So, if you truly want your life to change, you must focus on your growth. Here's how you can start. 1, develop new skills. Your value in the marketplace is based on your skills. If you want to earn more, you must become more valuable. Learn new skills that are in high demand. Improve your ability to communicate, sell, and lead. Become an expert in your field. The more valuable you are, the more opportunities you will attract. 0.2, change your mindset. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you constantly think like a victim, you'll live like a victim. If you believe you're stuck, you'll stay stuck. Read powerful negative self-talk with empowering beliefs. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow. Develop the mindset of a problem solver, not a complainer. When you change your mindset, you change your actions, and when you change your actions, you change your life. 0.3. Take full responsibility. Stop blaming the economy, your boss, your parents, or your past. The moment you take full responsibility for your life is the moment you gain the power to change it. Own your mistakes, learn from them, stop making excuses. Take action, recognize that you are in control of your future. The sooner you take responsibility, the sooner you can make real progress. 0.4, develop. Self-discipline. Success isn't about what you do when you feel motivated. It's about what you do when you don't feel like it. Show up every day, even when it's hard. Do the work even when you don't feel like it. Stay consistent, even when progress is slow. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Attached to that, surround yourself with winners. The people around you influence your mindset, your habits, and your level of success. If you're surrounded by people who complain, make excuses, and settle for mediocrity, you'll do the same. Spend time with people who inspire you. Learn from those who are more successful than you. Cut out negative influences that hold you back. Your environment shapes you. Choose it wisely. 0.6. Take action every day. Change doesn't happen overnight. It happens through daily action. Every single day, you must do something that moves you forward. Read a book that expands your knowledge. Practice a skill that makes you more valuable. Take a small step toward your goals. Small improvements, repeated consistently, lead to massive results over time. The key to lasting change? Most people want change, but they don't want to change themselves. They want success, but they don't want to put in the effort. They want a better life, but they don't want to grow into the person who can handle it. But here's the truth. Your future is not determined by luck. It is determined by who you become. If you want more, become more. If you want better results, become better. If you want a different life, change yourself first.